Hello and welcome back to the Junior NBA World Championship Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship. The boys' championship is about to commence. We've just seen the girls' championship in a great game that was. It was close all the way to the end, and in the end you see in the background that trophy going to the boys and girls regional winners all over the United States. And in this Mid-Atlantic regional division, we do have a fantastic matchup today. We do have Slam City. We saw their semifinal game occur not too long ago, as well as Team Ultimate. It's going to be a fantastic matchup. Team Ultimate, they beat Take Charge 64-42 in the semifinal. They defeated Nova Sun Smith in the quarterfinals. And what a game this will be. In the boys' side of the bracket, there were 32, and now there are only 2. So just a few moments, we will get started here. I have heard that Jameer Nelson, former NBA player, will be putting the tip-off for this game. As you see, I have interviews and photos being taken with the girls winners. Just absolutely fantastic. Jameer Nelson from St. Joe's. He's right now holding the ball for these two teams to get ready for this one. Mason So, number 10, and obviously, as you have known if you watched the previous game, Jarris Walker as well right there. Jameer Nelson with the ceremonial tip-off. And that's beautiful. Jameer Nelson actually played for the Detroit Pistons from Chester. Played for the Pistons, Nuggets, a whole bunch of teams throughout his career. Spanning a lot of seasons from 2004 till 2018. He currently plays as well. Still playing since 2004. And we are just about ready to get this game underway here. One of these two teams will be going to Orlando, Florida. And we are underway here in the boys' championship. But one momentary stoppage. They're going to re-tip off here. So we're not completely underway yet. Until now, we are underway and a fight for the ball commences. Slam City are the team that starts off the game with possession of it. Driving inside, trying to go deep. Can't do it. Team Ultimate and the black and orange highlighted jerseys in white, Slam City. Over across to Moore. And the other way, Jarris Wallace trying to take it up. Passes it off to Sammy Scott. Scott, the layup, it's good for the first points of this game. A three-pointer, it's good. Already the quality of these two teams are showing. Methodically moving up with it. So, across to Lanham. He gets it back. All the way across to the three-point line. Steps back, takes it. It's good from So. Mason So starting out the game in a big way. And trying to get to that ball was So, coming together with Jarris Walker. The possession will be going in the Team Ultimate's way. Up 6-2. The scoreboard is back up. 2 minutes into this one. Moore now. Moore across. Three-point shot again. Are you kidding me? Mason So. He's hit all 9 points. 3 3-pointers in a row to start this game for Team Ultimate. On the right side, Slam City having issues getting it together. Cobb is able to get it out. All the way back to Cobb. Cobb trying to drive inside is fouled. Mason So, 3 3-pointers to begin. This one, actually, he's responsible for 2 of them. Maxwell Lanham is the other one here. As we saw in the previous game, in which the competition was with Team LAB. Team LAB, a much smaller team than Slam City. As Cobb goes up there, he can't get the layup. Scott does get the rebound, though. And Sammy Scott into the paint now. Over across to Langley. It's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. McKelly Langley, or Melechi, excuse me, scored 8 points in the semifinal against Team LAB. He gets one there to make it 9-3. 1 more to go. Jarris Walker setting directions. The ball did not go in, and So takes it. Team Ultimate now. Mason So. Quinn Clark. Back to Lanham. He had to avoid some traffic. So thinking about the 3, decides to drive inside, and his shot from the top of the paint, it's in. I'll say it ain't so. He's doing absolutely phenomenally to start this one. Driving inside. That pass does not go from Cobb. They will inbound it. It did go off the arm of a Team Ultimate player. A timeout has been called, so we will be right back here on 11 Sports. Hello and welcome back to the Junior NBA World Championships on 11 Sports. This is the Boys Bracket Championship in the Mid-Atlantic region, contested between Team Ultimate and Slam City. I'm joined alongside former NBA player Mark Jackson. Mark, how are you?
I'm outstanding. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. You know, we're taking in a fantastic match here. It's going to be a fun game. This entire tournament has been fun. Have you been able to watch a lot of games so far?
Yes, I have. This event, this whole event and experience for these kids is unbelievable. This junior NBA program has been outstanding. The officials, the shot clocks, the ability to see what these teams are playing for. This is an incredible event.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, you've got a lot of pride for it being so close to Philadelphia, 1 hour away. Yeah. So about your career, you played at Temple, didn't you? You played at Temple, correct?
Yes, played at Temple University, played 13 years professional basketball. But this Philadelphia is my hometown. And just to see this event being held here so close is a great opportunity for a lot of these young kids who wouldn't have had this opportunity if it wasn't for the Junior NBA.
So what is it that you really like about the Junior NBA? Is it that, you know, that all these kids who wouldn't have this opportunity are able to play here?
My first thing is the experience. So you're playing with 3 officials, you're playing with shot clocks, And that's the biggest thing. These kids are not used to this. That's a major plus. But then an opportunity to go play against other teams from around the world. That's another big plus. Basketball is supposed to bring everybody together from different backgrounds to experience things together, and that's what this is.
I think that the Junior NBA really has hit a home run with this, and we're not even at the Junior World Championship. Are you planning to go down there in Orlando in August?
Yes, planning to go on and represent the Philadelphia 76ers because I like what this is about, and this is going to do nothing but grow because the right intentions are there to help foster children to get experience in the game of basketball.
I completely agree with you on that. Now, have you seen any games play between these two teams yet today?
Yes, this team ultimately has an incredible shooter. They have one incredible shooter that's unbelievable, and their big guy who's about 6'6", 6'7", is so versatile. This is a tough matchup.
Now, Mason so far in this game, he's gotten 8 points, 2 from beyond the arc, and he just seems like a sharpshooter. He is not currently on the court now. It's going to be interesting to see the two big men for Slam City, and Team Ultimate almost came together right there.
Exactly. So it's the big versus the Ultimate small. So it's the old school game versus the new school game. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, who prevails this. But both of these teams have elite athletes and elite basketball talent. So it's going to come down to the wire. The score is 5-11 now, but I'll see this game get a lot more closer as the game progresses.
Absolutely. I've seen throughout this entire tournament, especially today, once the teams have started to go through in the bracket stages, you've seen the height differences. Everybody started to get bigger as they get through. So, I mean, at this point, size does play a huge factor in it. So,
especially when you got skill to go along with that size. A lot of teams in this game with skill, but not necessarily a lot of them has size. These two teams have both. They have size and they have incredible skill, and size doesn't matter, especially in this game.
Absolutely, as there's a whistle blown right there. The score right now is 12-5, 3.5 minutes left as there is a switch being made. Now, Mark, do you see any players on there that you can compare yourself to?
Me, I like number 10. I like number 10 a lot from Slam City. I mean, this guy is a big guy. He's about 6'8", 220, 230. But what's interesting to me is he's very versatile. He's not just a banger. He's on the perimeter. He's making passes and plays for his teammates right here, getting to the rim with a pull-up jump shot. He misses, but that's skill right there in a 6'8" package.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Jarris Walker now in the last game against Team LAB in the semifinals. He had a double-double, 22 points, 13 rebounds, and you're right, he is a very versatile player. I got the chance to talk to him after that game, and he's got a good head on him too, so he's excited to see what this challenge in this championship game does come about. What do you think will be the biggest point? What do you think will be the difference maker for both of these teams in this game?
I really believe for Slam City, they must continue to slow the tempo down and find gaps in this Team Ultimate's defense, because it's holes around the foul line area. They got to attack that foul line area, get that defense collapse to help with their outside shooting, but also it helps get them in position for offensive rebounds. But this Team Ultimate has such tremendous one-on-one talent, and they have tremendous shooters. So with that being said, I don't want to run up and down with them. If I'm Slam, I want to slow them down, pound that ball, attack the rim, and hope they get them in foul trouble. Because if you pound them like a boxer in the ring with body shots, if you pound them, eventually them shots will fall short.
Completely agree with you, as there is a 3-shot taken right there by Jarris Walker. That does not go through. I mean, really, for Slam City, you have had them go through Jarris Walker for so much in this tournament. He makes such a big difference for that team. Now, do you think that going the other way, you do have the size and David Solomon? Do you think he's going to play a big factor, as well as right there you see Solomon go up for a layup?
I love Solomon. Solomon's a good catch. He's a great catch and finish type of guy. He could get that ball around the rim and he finished with authority. But what's interesting that I'm coming to find out is he's also able to defend. But I truly think Slam got to try to get a lot of perimeter jump shots, and their strength is their size and their power. I truly believe they got to try to get that ball around the rim and not necessarily settle for the three-point shot.
All right, Dylan Coyle joining alongside Mark Jackson. Now, Mark, could you tell us a little bit about your career? Do you think that you could have gotten any better progress? Obviously, everyone can improve, but do you think the Junior NBA would have affected players at your in your generation? Do you think it's going to change as you see players come in the future?
I think it is, because honestly, it's a lot of kids from this region, from the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Delaware area. The top players are not even in this event. because they didn't have this opportunity. Because a few teams, programs wouldn't allow their players to participate. AAU wouldn't allow their teams to participate in this. So as time goes on, programs will feel more relaxed to allow their players to play in these events, because this event is, they only can get the experience through the junior NBA.
Yeah.
So I really think as time progresses, more teams will come in here and more players, the top players, will come in here more.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you with that. I mean, really what the NBA is trying to do is capture that magic that goes into something like, say, the Little League World Series. And I think it's really going to hit a key that does go to the masses as something that is going to be exciting. People are going to be in tune with it. I mean, look at how big it's already gotten, and it's just the inaugural year. So what do you think where do you think the Junior NBA World Championships can grow as time progresses?
I think it's going to grow huge, because this is at that tender age, right going into high school. Well, these most of them are going from 8th graders going into 9th grade. So that's right before the U.S. come calling for them for 16 and under and 17 and 19 under. So that's right before. This is a platform to get their faces out there, to get their games out there, to get shown from our execs, NBA execs, and the U.S. Olympic Committee, to get seen by those. So this game's going to go so far, but it always takes the inaugural year to get off, and then after that, things build from there.
Exactly. And no, I mean, the inaugural year, there's always going to be bugs in the system. There's always going to be testing, but I think they really have hit some kind of a stroke right here, and you see Mason So, he's just been on fire, as you were saying, the sharpshooters. I mean, somebody like Mason So you might not see if it isn't for this tournament. So, I mean, that really does play a huge part in why this is going to be and continue to grow in success in its success.
Yes, of course, because Mason is an incredible shooter. And you know what makes him special is his quickness of his release. You know, he had his second three of the game. He had exactly 0.1 seconds to get that shot off with a 6'8" hand in his face, and he got it off, and it was nothing but net. So he might not have got seen and been in this opportunity if it wasn't for this particular event. So I'm quite sure he's happy, as well as his coach, and his family is happy. Because remember, without the family, it's not the kid. So it all works as one.
Exactly. You know, you have to have a great family to have a great player, a great person in general. And I think that the Junior NBA, especially with a life skills class that was yesterday, I mean, the Junior NBA is doing more than just basketball and giving chances to kids who are playing basketball. Can you tell us a little bit about what they are doing with that life skills class with other things?
Yes, influencing the major parts that make this a whole. The teamwork, the respect, the determination, and the community. You know, when it's about, a lot of people nowadays think basketball is all about I. We always heard there's no I in team. But what this Junior NBA is really influencing it, bringing major key factors and resources for the kids and the teams and the parents to listen to speakers, to listen to people from compliance. Tell them about college, how to be prepared, what classes to look for, what are things to really make sure you focus on going into high school. These are things that some of these kids, AAU might not provide, or certain programs might not provide. But this is this is a holistic event that brings everybody into one. So it brings everything, and it has no ulterior motive. There's no sneaker contracts online here, none of that. So they're just bringing a genuine product to help better the experience for young kids in basketball.
No, I completely agree with you. There's 29 seconds left in this first quarter. Score is 21-7 for Team Ultimate. And I think really what the Junior NBA is trying to do here is just, you know, as you're saying, build that community, build those opportunities for these players to have the chance to get seen by NBA execs, because really at this stage it is about how much exposure you can get, and sadly a lot of players who, if this was not here before, they just wouldn't be seen. I mean, and with being seen comes that next level. Yes. And it's beautiful. It's really a great thing that the Junior NBA
it really is. But I have to give credit to credit is due. You know, a mentor of mine has this experience. Those who are prepared are always invited, which means if you are prepared for when your name is called to be in something like this, and you have prepared yourself, then the talent will show and you will show out. So it's important that you are prepared for this, that you know your time might be here, But when it's here, you have a lot of people going to be watching this, especially if you qualify and you win this to go to Orlando and represent with the other 7 regions, represent the United States versus other countries. It goes a long way.
And like you're saying, it's not just the United States. It is an international tournament. So not only is the Junior NBA World Championship giving exposure to people and kids in the United States, internationally, it is as well.
Yes, that's the thing. So once again, it goes back to the experience. You know, it's getting experience and being thankful for it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark. You're welcome back anytime you do.
Thank you very much. It was fun.
All right. We're going to go to a commercial break. The score is 21-11 here on 11 Sports. Hello and welcome back to the Junior NBA World Championship on 11 Sports. My name is Dylan Coyle. We were just joined by Mark Jackson, and we very much appreciate his company. Slam City and Team Ultimate currently about to start that second quarter of play in the Mid-Atlantic Boys Championship. Whoever wins this game will go to Orlando, Florida in the Junior NBA World Championship to compete against the best teams in the United States as well as internationally. And we are underway for the second quarter of play. It's definitely going to be a fun one, as Team Ultimate already going here with a foul called on Slam City. Clock just started counting down, but it just did roll down to what it would be retroactively. Quinn Clark will be the man to take these foul shots, and you know, there's a really great thing, as Mark and I were talking about, it is a great thing what the Junior NBA is doing in terms of building the sport for kids who might not have these opportunities and really building their skills in life as well on and off the court. That one is not made, and going the other way is Jarris Walker. Walker across to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now at the top of the key. It's Walker. Walker. There's no space. Walker gets it back. Walker going down low. 7 seconds to shoot. He shoots. Curtis Jr. makes the fadeaway. It's 21-13. Mason So. A bounce pass to Kaser. Across, Solomon. All the way, Harris Smith cannot corral the pass. Harris Smith looked like he was getting ready to shoot before he even received the pass. Gives his teammate a thumbs up because it was a beautiful pass. The difference is 8. 1 minute into the second quarter. That one's good. Slam City starting to crawl back here. Down by 6. So across to Harris Smith. Stops. Back to So. 11 points already for him in this game. Has made every single shot he's taken. So he just changed directions with that pass right as he got it to Kaser. But it was no good. Johnson to Hutchinson. Over across to Jarris Walker, who slams it home. The momentum is absolutely in Slam City's favor. Mason So, they want to try and stop this bleeding right now. Kaser gets it down low to Clark. Clark loses it. The other way, the pass is to Curtis Jr. The layup is good. It's 21-19. Curtis Jr., his 8th point of the game. So, almost got a pick there from Solomon. Harris Smith drives inside, still carrying it, is blocked by Walker. The rebound, the putback, he makes it and one. Jarris Walker with the initial block. Then Quinn Clark got the rebound. When he went up to shoot it, he was fouled. This will be one shot here. And that one is good. Walker carries it out to Hutchinson. Walker now drives inside, a pass down low to Cobb. Cobb off the backboard, can't make it work. Back again, he does this time. He does make it work that time, and now Team Ultimate starting to reel back. Almost lost by Bryson Moore. The pass to Solomon is no good. Walker, the other way, Walker going straight to the net. You knew it was coming. Come on. Walker, two-hand slam once again. Everybody in the crowd started cheering before it even happened because they knew what was coming there. 1 point is the difference. Driving inside. It goes out, but it will stay with Team Ultimate. Over 3 minutes into this second quarter. I mean, come on, you have to know that whenever Jarace Walker's all alone, he's always going to go for that every single time. Walker with a hand in the face. After a few tries, he's able to get the rebound, and the long stretch pass is successful. Cobb cannot do it. Well, that shot by him was blocked. Cobb will have to inbound it here. That one is good. So going back and forth now. 25-24, Slam City in the lead. Mason So. Lanham now. Lanham goes across, finds Moore. Moore. The floater doesn't go. Walker is able to corral it all the way up. Hutchinson now. Hutchinson gives it to Curtis Jr. The floater for him is good. Slam City, they're on a run. 16-3 in this quarter for them. A pick. So, across. Considering the three, decides against it. Lanham now. Lanham slows it down. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Clark to his right. Takes a few steps. Gets it in. Against the pressure of Slam City's defense, Clark is able to finish it. 3.5 to go in this second quarter. Hutchinson. Walker. He's able to get his own putback. 29-26. Mason So. It just looks like all of a sudden that mojo's a little bit gone, but Bryson Moore might have something to say about that, and he does. Bryson Moore, his 11th point of the afternoon. And we're all tied up with just under 3 minutes to go until halftime. Driving inside is Cobb. That couldn't be finished. The other way. It's quickly thrown out to Lanham. It's one-on-one. Lanham is fouled. No one likes that call on Slam City's bench. But nonetheless, Lanham will be going to the line. Get more 11 Sports Daily by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at 11 Sports USA. Find out what events are coming up, information about teams and players, and what games will be streaming live on different social media sites. Follow 11 Sports USA now. We will be right back after this break. 11 Sports is thrilled to announce our new channel on Twitch.tv. Tune in weekly to watch basketball, darts, Quidditch, and more streaming live on Twitch. Follow us at 11 Sports Next and never miss a minute of the action. Well, this action has certainly been entertaining with just 2.5 minutes left in this first half of play in the Boys Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship on 11 Sports. Both Slam City and Team Ultimate are tied at 29. Lanham. Shot goes off the front of the rim. There's another opportunity with this free throw to put his team back in the lead. He does just that. Walker, the long stretch pass to Langley. Driving inside, it's blocked. There was too much traffic, and Walker, as he tried to go up for it, he just lost it, and that's a mistake on his part. It's going the other way. A few steps taken there, but it doesn't matter because Quentin Clark gets it off the backboard. 32-29, Team Ultimate. 2 minutes and change remaining here. Sammy Scott back, driving inside, isn't able to finish it. That's Curtis Jr. The rebound is taken by Mason So, and So already had a head start. Quentin Clark gets it over to the corner. Driving inside is Lanham, not able to do it. Lanham gets it back, and it's still loose. Whose ball is it? Trying to keep it in, he could not do it. The ball did go out of bounds. Team Ultimate will inbound it. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half of play. Clark gets it to Lanham. Back to Clark, and now they're just going to pass it around the horn. More now over to Lanham. Now Quinn. A lot of passing and a lot of movement off the ball. Mason So and David Solomon were just on an opposite wavelength there. It looked like Solomon could have gotten to that ball, but he just let it go by him. Slam City now will take the ball up. Benjamin Woodward, a sharpshooter of that team's own, is going to come on shortly, that is. Curtis Jr. back to Sammy Scott. Scott, a floater, no good. The rebound is taken by Walker, who just rolls it off the backboard and in. Under a minute remaining in this fast-paced first half. Walker takes it away. Walker all alone, you know what's coming. The visuals speak for themselves. So, carrying it up. Lanham now. To David Solomon. Shot clock's at 10. Clark trying to find some space. Clark spins. It's fouled. Hutchinson does not like that. He played some very tight defense against him. But right when he started to roll away, Quinn Clark was hit on the hand while shooting. Join us this month for the Junior NBA World Championship Tournament, the first of its kind global youth basketball competition for the best 14 and under boys and girls teams from around the world, right here on 11 Sports. Team Ultimate down by 1 with 20 seconds remaining in this first half of play in the championship game. Whoever wins goes to Orlando. He is not able to hit that one, and now with the shot clock unplugged, Jarris Walker will carry it up. Over across Curtis Jr. They're in no particular hurry to get this on the basket. Jarris Walker stops. Walker 4 seconds. Now they have to hurry. Curtis Jr. a jumper from beyond the paint. It's good, and that's how this game, or this half, will end. The game going into halftime, 35-32. Slam City leads. Just a few looks at this half so far. Curtis Jr. right here at the very end as the buzzer went down. Put that in, and really it has been a half that has two different tales. The first quarter was all in Team Ultimate's hands. Slam City really did fight back, and with that second quarter for them, they outscored Team Ultimate 24-11. It's a complete reversal of what happened. Jarris Walker doing what he does, and we'll see him and more in a few moments. Hello and welcome back to the Junior NBA World Championship. This is 11 Sports presentation of the Mid-Atlantic Regional, the championship game and the championship bracket for the boys to decide who will be moving on to Orlando August 7th through August 12th for the Junior NBA World Championship. 26 girls teams came into this tournament, as well as 32 for the boys. There were 8 pools of 4 on the boys' side of the bracket. 3 pools of 4. Actually, I did my math incorrectly. There were 18 girls teams. There were 5 total pools for the girls, 4 teams in 3 pools, and 3 teams in 2 pools. That was decided on who would be going on to the Orlando and ESPN Wide World of Sports complex. Just about ready to start this third quarter between Slam City and Team Ultimate, to see if Slam City or Team Ultimate will join the Germantown Lady Panthers in Orlando as the 2 Mid-Atlantic representatives. We're back underway with Jairus Walker inbounding it. Sammy Scott now. Across to Jaden Johnson. These 2 teams are very evenly matched, and I think it's going to come down to the last minute, because there's no separating. Jairus Walker, his 3-point shot doesn't go. Mason So, who was a sharpshooter to begin this game, has not taken another shot. He's 4 for 4 from both 2 and 3-point shots. David Solomon underneath the basket, hesitation, pulls the defender and gets it off the backboard and in to make it 35-34. Scott across. Jaden Johnson has no room to work with. Mason So is fooled by the fake pass, but eventually it goes to Kalen Cobb, who finishes it off the backboard. 3-point lead for Slam City. Team Ultimate, a team out of Washington, D.C., Slam City and Virginia. Mason So, down low to Quinn Clark. Back up top. The passing has been very, very good. Mason So, if he hits that one, he doesn't. That was a fadeaway 3-point shot with a hand in his face, and going the other way is Cobb. Cobb cuts back. Cobb, wow, he reversed it and switched hands in midair before kissing it off the backboard, and it went home. 39-34. 2 minutes into this quarter, and a traveling violation is called. You can feel the tension at this court growing. We're in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, in the Competitive Edge Sports Complex, around an hour outside Philadelphia. The complex has 5 courts. You see in the background there's 2 empty ones. There's 2 behind our broadcast booth. Usually and typically there were 5 games happening at the same time. Now there's only 2, with the gold bracket championship being played out right now as well. And a 3-point shot is made from Johnson. This game has completely changed. Slam City up 8. Clark trying to find a direction. It's good. Now only down 6. Team Ultimate, the 6th minute of this entire game, we're up 14 points. Now it's 39-34. The bounce pass on the inside. The reverse layup doesn't work. And the putback off his own missed shot is good from Jairus Walker. Four and a half minutes remaining in this third quarter. Clark fakes to the right, passes. Solomon versus Walker, and it's blocked by Cobb. It looked like it was going to be a big man show right there, but Cobb came from behind to block it. And Cobb's height isn't too shabby either. A three-point try doesn't go for Johnson. Fighting for that rebound. They do win it. Cobb gets it to Sammy Scott. Top of the paint. It's good off the backboard. Slam City up 10. They take it away. And steaming down the other side. Cannot finish it. Johnson was off balance as he went for the underhanded layup off the backboard. Couldn't roll it off his fingers correctly. It hit the bottom of the rim. Mason So passes it along. Lanham finds some help in the right corner. And Bryson Moore now finds it over the top. Solomon, we have seen the dunks come from Jarace Walker, 3 of them in that game. Almost thought that we were gearing up to see one from Solomon right there. He finished it with a layup. 3 minutes and some change remaining in the quarter. Slam City has started to build a little bit of a gap, but not one that's going to be insurmountable at all. Off the finger roll, Jarace Walker has his 14th point of the game. He's 1 rebound away from another double-double. Mason So needs help, finds it. Quinn Clark finds Lanham. That three-point shot doesn't work. Clark fighting for the ball. Whose possession is it? It's going Team Ultimate's way. 2:40 remaining in it. Langley goes off. Curtis Jr. comes on, and we're in a timeout, so we will be right back here on 11 Sports. Hello and welcome back to the Junior NBA World Championship Mid-Atlantic Regionals on 11 Sports. Just coming out of a timeout, as you do hear that buzzer. Slam City currently winning and currently on the road to Orlando. Team Ultimate down 10. Ultimate did have a 14-point lead in the first quarter that was erased with a complete reversal of fortunes in the second quarter. They outscored Slam City 21-11 in the first before being outscored by Slam City 24-11 and currently 13-6 in the second and third quarters. Clark bodying him up. Can't get there on the post. It goes to Harris Smith. And Mason So, who just can't seem to find any open space to take some shots. He does now, but the ball's underneath the post. So gets it. So immediately covered by Curtis Jr., but So's driving inside on the left hand. It doesn't work for him. And now that's 2 straight misses for Mason So. Jarace Walker had to wipe his hands on his shorts, almost like the ball was slippery. It almost fell out of his hands as he was trying to pass it to Jaden Johnson. They've had to change the ball a few times mid-game during this tournament. As Quincy Villa is coming on for Mason So. Villa has not had any minutes in this game so far. Just under 2 minutes left in this quarter. Sammy Scott has it, throws it, a bullet to Jarace Walker. Walker underneath the basket. They're going to say he walked out of bounds as he was trying to get the ball, and Walker saying that the ball is slippery, so they are going to change the ball right here. Team Ultimate to inbound. Harris Smith now. all alone, right side, 2-point fadeaway is in. So being blown to restart this game, and after it's blown, it's underway again. Scott now. You know, it really is remarkable how, as we've progressed through this tournament, size has mattered so much at this level. Maybe not so much in professional levels, as Scott did kind of have a pick right there by Jarris Walker, who almost screened the other team from being able to get to him. But we have seen a size difference between teams that have made it this far and teams that have not. These are two of the tallest teams that are in this Mid-Atlantic Regional. A pass all the way off to the other side, wasn't going the entire way. And now a three-point try and a foul. Deshaun Harris-Smith does not make it, but he is fouled, so he's going to go to the line for 3 opportunities here. Harris-Smith, he was already at the line today. He's 1 for 2 from that regard, 0 for 4 from the field today. He scored 8 points in the semifinal victory over Take Charge. Tune in next week to watch the exciting world of drone racing. You heard me, drone racing. Starting Tuesday, June 26th, we will premiere the drone racing from the Drone Champions League from Munich, Germany. That's Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on 11 Sports. So both the first and second opportunities at the line for Harris-Smith are no good. Both teams have not been performing that well at the line, hovering around 30%. He does make that one to salvage a little bit of something. Hutchinson makes way for Jaden Johnson. And the other way around, Hutchinson has come onto the court for Johnson. And Hutchinson's there. Across to Sammy Scott. Scott, 6 points, 3 for 4 from the field in this game. Trying to go to the net, some contact, didn't get it, but the reverse layup is good. So Scott powers through some contact to get 2 points. Slam City up 11. 20 seconds remaining in it. Shot clock is unplugged. Quinn Clark can't seem to find any space all the way across to the other side, and it does look like he stepped out of bounds as he was receiving that pass. Jamie Kaiser, with 11 seconds left, will give possession away to Slam City. Up 11. And we'll be right back on 11 Sports. Hello and welcome back to 11 Sports for the Junior NBA World Championship Mid-Atlantic Regional. This is the championship game of the boys bracket. Whoever wins goes to Orlando, August 7th through August 12th for the Junior NBA World Championship. My name is Dylan Coyle. Tune in weekly for the National Pro Fast Pitch Game of the Week. Coverage includes the 5 NPF affiliate teams competing in the league this 2018 season. Watch the live action on Wednesday, June 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as the Aussie Spirit take on the Cleveland Comets. With 5 seconds left in this quarter, there will be a three-point try from Hutchinson. It's no good, and that's the way we're going to end it. So at the end of the quarter, it is 52-41. One more 8-minute period to play before we can crown somebody a champion of the Mid-Atlantic region. We will be right back on 11 Sports for the fourth quarter. Hello and welcome back to the Junior NBA World Championships on 11 Sports. This is the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship, the boys' side of the bracket. Team Ultimate and Slam City are about to enter the fourth quarter of play. 52-41. The Slam City team lead. Jarris Walker, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Another double-double for him. Now here's where it gets exciting. We're underway again. Sammy Scott, down low. Three-point try, Hutchinson, no good. Quinn Clark takes it away and starts to break out the opposite side. Harris Smith across to Quincy Villa. Villa now sends it down low. Clark thinking about the three, decides against it. And in the run-up, there is a foul called. (52-41) here. And Slam City, 3 players in the double digits in points. It really has been a complete team effort. Jarris Walker, 14. Jamie Curtis Jr. with 12. And Kalen Cobb with 10. Harris Smith now. Trying to give a little bit of a dipsy-do before his pass goes nowhere. And now Team Ultimate really needs to settle the troops down. Sammy Scott, the ball got in front of him a little bit, but he still controls it. Sammy Scott goes over his head, and then he just goes to Jarris Walker, who has 2 guys bite at his attempt on net before he just jumps up and rolls it off his fingertips to get it in. That ball looked like it did deflect off of Team Ultimate, and it does. Down by 13, Team Ultimate, another loss of possession without points. Pacheco is on. Andre Pacheco, the last player to get time on the court in this game for Team Ultimate. Sammy Scott now. Between his legs a few times, drives inside, goes down low. Hutchinson fighting for it, cannot get it off the glass and in. And the other way, it's Villa. Villa steps, loses the ball off of Jarris Walker, but he gets it back. Harris Smith down low. Quinn could not get the pass from Pacheco. Slam City again. Get the ball back. 3 straight possessions to start this 4th quarter without anything going for Team Ultimate. Hutchinson is blocked by David Solomon. But now going inside, Jarris Walker off balance. With his left hand, rolls it behind him. Going the other way, and it's answered back. Deshaun Harris Smith providing the first points of the quarter for Team Ultimate. And Sammy Scott is fouled on his run-up. Slam City has really asserted itself as the dominant team in this game. Team Ultimate will have a lot of opponents in power that they can fight back for. They have to stop Jarris Walker and Slam City. Sammy Scott to Jarris Walker. Curtis Jr. Scott, slow, methodical, 8 seconds, and a jumper is fouled, and whoa, he makes it. Sammy Scott has showed his strength in this game, his 10th point. As he ran inside to take the jumper at the edge of the foul line. He finishes it off to make it a 3-point play. Slam City's coach directing his players. Under 5.5 to go. The Team Ultimate bench looks dejected. A pick from Clark. Mason So, sharpshooter again. 4 for 5 from deep. Curtis Jr. double teamed. He gets the ball away. It's Hutchinson now. Sammy Scott up 13. A bounce pass inside. Doesn't do anything. All the way out. Jarris Walker has 3 men around him. Walker off the rim. It's missed. Team Ultimate rebounds it, and Quinn does a good job of making sure he can get it to Harris Smith. Mason So, all of them fighting against traffic from Slam City getting back. If Mason So is able to make that one, he does not. So just It's like the J.J. Redick of Team Ultimate. Redick with his fadeaway threes. Mason So just showing what he has. Just if he's going 4 from 5 from beyond the arc, they need to get the ball to him more. That inbound pass does nothing for their favor. As Slam City will inbound it now. 4.5 minutes remaining. Team Ultimate's head coach wondering why that decision was made. Hands on his hips. Just turns right back. Slam City's head coach, although smiling, still in the air, the other official. Guess you can always try and fight for a few extra millimeters. Walker from behind his back basically rolls it off the backboard and in. Slam City up 15. Harris Smith trying to give Woodward a dipsy-do. Harris Smith, it did go in, but it's waved off. And that's a killer. A tilt of the head from Team Ultimate's coach. Would love to get a mic on him because I'm sure it is very entertaining. Slam City up 15. 4 minutes left in this Mid-Atlantic Regional Tournament. Slam City's on their way to Orlando at this moment. The 3-ball doesn't work. Hutchinson can't corral the rebound. Harris Smith, the jumper, no good. It is taken back by Pacheco. His shot, no good. Slam City, 3.5 minutes remaining. Bread and butter for Woodward, doesn't work. But it is taken away by Sammy Scott. He's able to keep it in. And Slam City almost were able to regain possession there. Or continue to have their possession. Mason So is fouled, taking the 3. So probably could have stayed on his feet, but he got a good amount of contact. And when you're down by 15, you want to make sure that you are getting the calls that you do deserve. That was a lot of contact for So. So we'll be taking 3 from the line. Sullivan goes out. And Team Ultimate with 3 minutes and a good amount of spare change. Needs that. And So, who has really only missed 3 shots from either the line or a 2-point jumper or a 3-point range, has gotten 16 points so far on the day. Once again, he's pretty perfect when it comes to shooting basketballs, but it's 61-49. We'll be right back after this break. Hello and welcome back to the final 3 minutes of the Mid-Atlantic Regional Boys Championship game. This is 11 Sports. The Junior NBA World Championship will commence August 7th to August 12th. Slam City, their lead has been chopped into just a little bit. Slam City's currently up 61-49, and you see some anxious faces on that bench. Yes, they have a 12-point lead, but anything can happen. And they know it because that entire lead was not theirs earlier. They were down 21-11 to Team Ultimate. But now 3 minutes remaining in the championship game. Hutchinson gets the ball back. Curtis Jr. for the 3. No good. And now there's some life to get within double digits here. It's not over by a long shot. Deshaun Harris-Smith. Mason So, the sharpshooter, does not hit it that time, but the rebound is gotten, and the putback is put in by Bryson Moore. The difference is 10. going inside. He is able to get 2 points for Jaden Johnson. Pacheco gets it to the right side. Harris Smith moves to his left, fighting to the rim himself. It's blocked by Jarris Walker. Team Ultimate will keep possession. Down 12. They're probably going to look to Mason So a lot. They couldn't get free. The inbound was a little bit of a lollygag. Curtis Jr. and the finish from Walker over his head. The difference is 14. With 2 minutes remaining, Slam City taken away. Jarris Walker, an exclamation point to this one. Walker makes it a 16-point lead, 67-51. Harris Smith now, pushing his way to the net. A foul is called. He'll go to the line with 1:44 exactly remaining. Harris Smith at the line. (67-52). Deshaun Harris Smith. Makes that one. It's a 14-point game. Jarris Walker needs to find someone to inbound it to. Kalen Cobb has it. With the shot clock being a 30-second shot clock, it's currently not moving. It can take really as long as they do want, but they give it away. Possession changes hands. 14's the deficit. That timeout is called. We will be right back for the conclusion of this one on 11 Sports. Hello and welcome back to 11 Sports for the conclusion of the Boys Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship and the Junior NBA World Championship. Slam City are 1 minute and 28 seconds away from going to Orlando, Florida. 6 United States Regional Championships by the end of this game will have been decided. Slam City looking to be the 6th to punch their ticket. Ahead, Team Ultimate. Pacheco, a bounce pass all the way across. And finally goes to Lanham at the top of the key. The three-point shot is good. 11 is the deficit with 1 minute and 8 to go. Jarris Walker, they need to inbound this, they do. And a foul is called. The foul is called on Jamie Kaiser. 1:06 left. Slam City obviously want to keep possession for as long as possible. Team Ultimate, with the foul there, sets them up for some free throws. And Kalen Cobb is going to be the one to take them. 10 points in the game for Cobb. That one is made. And they're inching ever so slightly closer to Orlando. Cobb makes that one as well. Up by 13. Team Ultimate need to move up quickly. Lanham. 1 minute left in this championship game. A quick three-point shot is good. 10 is the deficit. There's still time here. Jarace Walker loses the ball, but Team Ultimate are not able to get it. They were this close to putting it back to single digits, but after Walker lost control of it, a scary moment for him. Team Ultimate were the perpetrators of a foul against Slam City. Slam City up 10 to the line with 49 to go. But Cobb misses it. Kalen Cobb, it's his second trip to the line. Second trip in around a minute. That was his first miss. He made both of his free throws just a little bit ago. You can be sure the pressure is there. Team Ultimate needs to save that. Down by 10. They can cut this to single digits right now. A three-point shot. That shot is waved off, and it's going the other way. Possession has changed hands. 40 seconds remain. The ball still needs to be inbounded. Jarace Walker needs someone to come quickly. Finds Cobb. Cobb's fouled. I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit more of that as we do continue on. Kalen Cobb just keeps sending him to the line. He missed both of his last two attempts. Makes up for it with that one. 70-59. You can see the excitement on the Slam City faces. That one is missed. The rebound is taken, but there is a whistle. And another foul. Jamie Curtis Jr. to the line. It's his first trip. He's 6 for 7 from the field today. 12 points. And he misses that one. The difference is still 11. Has yet to go into single digits for a good while now. But Team Ultimate is still close. Just probably not close enough at this point in the game. 33 seconds left. Clark does not hit it. A foul, 27 seconds remaining. 12 points the difference. 71-59. Slam City, led by Jarace Walker's 24 points and 10 rebounds, are about to go to Orlando as the Mid-Atlantic Regional Champions. As Cobb gets ready, he's been to the line quite a bit in the last minute. His fourth trip in that span. Does not hit it that time. 3 for 7 from the line now. That one he does make. Up 13. Team Ultimate has it. The shot clock is unplugged. Villa throwing it away, but it is regained control. Clark gets the layup. 16 seconds left. The difference still 11. They're not going to foul. This game is over. The Mid-Atlantic Regional Champions will be Slam City. As this game winds down, Slam City, you are heading to Orlando. And welcome back to 11 Sports, and I'm here with Mid-Atlantic Regional Champions Jairus Walker and Sammy Scott. How are you feeling right after the game has ended?
I'm very excited. I don't show too much emotion, but I'm very excited right now.
I mean, I'm feeling great. I'm just proud of the team that we got the win. We worked hard for this.
Jairus, I was talking to you at the end of your semifinal victory. Is it just so much sweeter? You were confident going into this, but now that it's over, are you looking forward to Orlando?
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right, so what are you both going to be doing in Orlando? Because obviously you're going to Orlando. It's not just about basketball. It's going to be about enjoying your time, and you're going to have a great time with it.
I'm going to live life when I get to Orlando. I can't wait.
We're probably going to go to Disney, but we still got to stay focused and just make sure we have fun still, too.
All right, well, congratulations once again. What an awesome game it has been. What an awesome tournament it has been. It's been a fun one where Slam City has taken control of it on the boys' side of the bracket. This telecast by 11 Sports was granted by the Junior NBA. Any use and rebroadcast requires the express written consent of the Junior NBA and 11 Sports. And for JR Sport Brief and the rest of the 11 Sports crew, my name is Dylan Coyle, and thank you for joining us in the Mid-Atlantic Regionals.